There was once a boy named Winston. He was a lazy and irresponsible computer enthusiast. After waking up, he wore his clothes, put on a tie, and he didn't even bother to comb his hair. Afterwards, he left his house to rush to school. While in class, he spent most of his time sleeping because he had stayed up late until 4 a.m. playing games. His teacher didn't even bother to wake him up because this has been his routine since the start of the year. After school, he went on to play his games while knowing the midterm exams are coming up soon. Days have gone by since the announcement of the midterm exams, and he didn't even notice because he had been too absorbed in his games. He finally noticed that he had 3 days left before the exam starts. A wave of anxiety and stress had struck him. He tried to cram up as much information he could with the very limited time. Unfortunately for him, not a single bit of information stuck to his mind, and he failed all his subjects except for English. Because of how awful his grades were, his teacher called his parents and expressed their feelings about his personality and inability to even get a passing grade. When he got home from school that day, his parents were already waiting for him in the living room, looking at him with judgmental and disappointed glance. His father looked like he was about to burst with anger with a single touch, while his mother was holding back tears. Hence, his parents decided to punish him with having him being supervised by them 24/7 and only 1 hour of screen time a day. Then at school, he was asked by his teacher, Bernard, to follow him to the counseling room after school. While in the room, the teacher assured him this was a safe place to express his feelings. His teacher started off by asking him what had gotten him so under the weather. After hearing Winston pour out his feelings about his problems, his teacher wanted to help him by giving Winston advice that would change his whole view about the situation. This helped him to actually open his eyes for the first time and grasp the situation and responsibilities burdened upon him. A few months have passed after the talk with his teacher, and the final exams which will define his fate is in a few more days. But this time is different because he actually studied and was fully ready to conquer the exam with his fruits of labor from studying day in and day out. After the final exams were finished, he was confident in his ability to answer the questions correctly. Then, after months of waiting, the results finally came out. He scored number 1 not in his school, but in the rankings of the whole country. He was even surprised he got an A on history, which was his weakest subject, while getting 100% on his math paper. He even got to present a speech in front of the school about his good experience mixed with some bad experience learning in the school. After a few years have passed, the once lazy boy named Winston becomes the CEO